Welcome back to the Barley Lads. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave us a comment to let us know how we're doing. Today, we're drinking Old Forester Rye. Old Forester Rye is a Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey from Brown-Forman Distillery, Louisville, Kentucky. 50% ABV or 100 proof. You should be able to find this for around $20 to $25. It's also a non-age statement whiskey. Mash bill of 65% rye, 20% malted barley, 15% corn. So Old Forester Rye, as I just stated with the mash bill, it's unique because it has a pretty high malted barley content at 20%. Because of the high malted barley content, it does help in the fermentation process where typically with high rye mash bills where it's 95% with your MGP ryes or other ryes that are similar to that, or even I think Woodinville's is 100% rye, you get the higher fermentation process through adding natural enzymes. And so those enzymes are what help in producing, eating the sugar that's in the rye, that's present in the rye, and turn it into alcohol. With the higher malted barley, it also gives it a more unique flavor profile when it comes to rye, because it's not a super low rye rye, where with I think Woodford has like 51 or 53% rye, or comparing it to high rye mash bills, like I said with MGP, this kind of falls in the middle at 65%. So you're still going to get a lot of the same notes, strong rye notes with this, and it's not going to be very bourbony. If you want some more information on the Old Forester brand, history, things like that, go back and watch our Whiskey Row series of reviews with 1920, 1910, 1897, and 1870. Or go farther back and you can find our Old Forester bourbon review, the Old Forester 86. So let's dive in. So you still get what you kind of expect from a rye with herbal notes, a hint of dill, a little bit of burn, but you kind of expect that being 100 proof. I still, either this is playing tricks on me because we've already tried a couple other Old Foresters, but I still think I get a cherry note there. Unmistakably rye, but less bitey than other ryes that I've had. Fairly easy to drink, but not a ton of complexity with it. I'm going to say that this is probably a little bit younger. Medium-ish finish, but you still get herbal notes, dill notes, but some sweetness. Again, to me it comes off as cherry, and I hope that that's not just because we've reviewed a couple Old Foresters earlier tonight, but very easy to drink, and this is an incredible value. 100 proof rye for $20, $25 depending on where you're at. Here in Ohio it's a $20 bottle. Great for cocktails. I have had a couple of old fashions with this. I actually made a Manhattan with this as well, a rye Manhattan, and it's really good for cocktails because of that extra added proof. But it's also not as funky as your MGP ryes, but it holds up great in cocktails, and it's not bad to drink neat, but I would definitely suggest it as more of a cocktail maker. So, thanks again for watching another episode of the Barley Lads. Today we've been drinking Old Forester Rye. Cheers.